Cassandra, what did we do today?
We went shopping to Chor Bazaar on Mutton Street.
Chor Bazaar. Chor Bazaar.
I've been there before on previous trips to India and searched for, it's like if you read what it's called on the internet, it says antiques market. It's a little different than that. Maybe not some of the stuff is antiques. I think it has another meaning. It means maybe thieves market or something like that. But it's just like a lot of stuff. Nothing is new. There's not a single new thing there. There's like vintage posters and little house trinkets. It's like a whole world full of trinkets and antique stuff like that.
There seems to be a lot of things that was there that technology took over. Like I saw a lot of compasses, scales,
like measuring scales, watches.
A lot of watches, a lot of old cameras.
Oh yeah, that was another big thing. Tons of old cameras and even like video cameras and things like that.
Yeah, there was like a old huge Sony camera that took tapes. It was interesting. I really wonder if any of that stuff actually works or not, but
it would be cool to find out.
It would be.
I mean, so we went to a ton of different shops and looked around and didn't find anything that we wanted until we got to one shop. And something on the outside was really intriguing to us. It was actually these 8 wooden Ganesh panels that we were asking him about buying the whole lot of, and then there were just like a few very interesting things in the very front that caught our attention enough, and then he invited us to go back into the other rooms of the shops and and it was like this winding, what is the right word, winding path. It was a room at one point, but it was just a winding path lined with 100,000. I mean, there had to have been 100,000 little things in there, wouldn't you say?
So he was like, yeah, I've got a museum back here. And we were like, okay. Oh my gosh.
100,000 little
It was
things.
hard to walk around in the place because the footpath was barely big enough for a shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
And
most of the things were like this big to this big, and they were stacked to above our heads on shelves and on each other.
The shelves looked like they were hurting from holding the stuff.
Walking like this, being like, okay, well, don't knock this down.
Right.
Although most of it was bronze or some sort of metal type thing, but still, you don't want to knock it down.
So we bought some things.
So we bought a ton of stuff there, actually.
Yeah, it was really cool. A bunch of trinkets and stuff he said was really, really old.
I bought some artwork for myself, which was, I really, really love these pieces that I got. I'm only just hoping they survive the flight. It's these 2 paintings on the back of glass. So it's painted backwards onto the back of a piece of glass.
Painted backwards.
And the colors are made by a combination of the paint and like ground gemstones, like gemstones ground into sand and like glued to the back of this glass.
It's incredible.
So I'll clean them up and take... Oh, also everything is just like completely dirty.
Yeah.
Because it's like dusty and it's been in there for like 10 years or something.
He said that he was the 4th generation to own a shop like this.
I believe that.
Some of the stuff had been in there for 90 years.
Yeah, I totally believe it.
So crazy. We walked around that area, and Cassandra told me that it was a more Muslim area.
Correct.
Which we noticed there was a lot more guys walking around than females. And it seems that the looks that we were getting were a little bit different. Did not seem like this area had seen a lot of white people. But the majority of people, if I looked at them and smiled, they smiled back at me.
Yeah, for sure.
Which was nice.
I mean, tourists, I think, do go there. I feel like I have to ask some people more specifically, but it seems to me this trip compared to my previous trips, meaning prior to 2020 trips, I'm just seeing a lot less international tourists in general. Like, I've felt like I had gone to parts of India very rarely where there weren't other international people. Like, there's tourists, but they're Indian maybe. Yeah, like this has been a little different, and I didn't expect that, because to us, like, everything's open, and I mean, there's nothing stopping you from buying a flight to India,
right?
As a Westerner,
we have to get a visa.
Yeah, you do have to get a visa. You had to get a visa then, though.
Sure.
So I'm still seeing a lot less international tourists than ever before.
Side note: Cassandra has been thinking about getting her nose pierced
for like 10 years.
And she's wearing a sticker on her nose
to get used to it.
So let us know down in the comments what you think, whether or not she should get her nose pierced while we're in India or not. Editor Clark here. The next video may or may not be Cassandra getting her nose pierced in India. So please like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out the next video where you find out if Cassandra got her nose pierced or not in India. We'll see you in the next one.